Bradshaw from Cruiser Customizing.
Gregory Beck with WWGe23.
And this week we're talking about leg protection.
Yes, today we're going to talk about protecting the lower part of your body from the weather, crashing, looks, all those things.
An interesting statistic that Greg brought to the table this week is 20% of the people who purchase jackets actually purchase leg protection to go along with it.
Yeah, I've been following sales of pants as a relationship to jackets for the last 30 years. 30 years ago, it was like 1 in 100. Now it's about 1 in 20. And I really don't understand that. It's like buying a rain suit. Would you buy just the top? No, because the bottom's going to get wet. So why do people buy a really nice jacket for protection and don't have pants?
No, I think, Greg, there's really two reasons for that. Number one, they don't want to look like a dork riding down the road. They don't know what to do with the gear once they get to their destination. And number three, they may not even know that pants exist that are protective.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one, is because people don't know what is available.
Now take a look at these. These are one of my favorite pair of jeans out there. Tourmaster and Core-Tech make blue jeans, as well as lots of different manufacturers that have protection built in. I love to wear my blue jeans when I ride, and I know that it's not the most protective thing. In the winter, I wear a pair of overpants, which we'll talk about later. But these blue jeans have protection. They've got Kevlar built into them in the butt, the hip, and the knee. All of your impact areas are protected when you're wearing a set of Kevlar infused, I guess you could call it, blue jeans.
Yeah, that's a really nice alternative to riding with just blue jeans. Personally, I wear overpants. 99% of the time, I wear overpants. Why? They're protective. They're convenient. Let me show you a set. This is actually my pair. I can wear pants like this, slacks, step into them, zip them with my boots on, and I'm protected. They have great hip armor, knee armor.
The neat thing about an overpants such as these, they've got removable armor in case you didn't want the bulkiness of the armor.
And a removable liner.
But the armor is all CE approved. It's going to be able to protect your knees, hips, anything that's a really high impact area from being damaged or bruised in the case of an accident.
And most manufacturers who make overpants, like the First Gear and this Tourmaster, also make an overpant in what they call a vented overpant.
So this is basically a mesh material. So it's almost like riding in your underwear when you're not using the liner.
Exactly. And some manufacturers, the liner is a waterproof element that you would take out to get the maximum amount of airflow. Obviously, if it starts to rain and you want more protection, you put the liner back.
2 years ago, I took a trip across the country and back. I rode from California to Virginia and back, was on the road 17 days and covered almost 3,000 miles. And on that trip, I took a pair of those vented overpants. And what happened with those is I was able to wear those. If I ran into rain, I'd stop, throw in the waterproof liner, and keep riding down the road. Now, the thing that I liked the most about it, it was hot and humid, and the conditions outside were nasty. And riding in a pair of cotton blue jeans would have been miserable. But in those pants, the air was free flowing and it just kept you cool and dry.
Another thing we want to talk about is chaps. These are like chaps with a butt in them. This is leather overpants.
Some people have a problem with chaps because they're leather and they're heavy and they're kind of bulky. These chaps here from River Road are made out of Cordura, like backpack material. They've been strength tested, and these are going to provide substantial more protection than just, say, a standard pair of blue jeans. When it comes to leg protection and motorcycling, there's really 3 different ways to go about it. You've got the chap, whether it's leather or textile. You've got overpants, which go over your existing clothing, and you've got an actual motorcycle pant that's going to replace your underclothing.
Right. One of my favorite beaches to go to is like 15 miles from my hotel. It's a really dangerous road with a lot of oil and stuff on it. So I'm not going to ride to the beach in a bathing suit. So what do? I put on my bathing suit, I put my overpants over it, I ride to the beach, step out, I'm ready to go.
That's awesome.
That rocks.
Jackets protect your torso. Pants, chaps, and overpants can protect your lowers.